First Corinthians 6:5 says, I say this to your shame. Is there no one among you wise enough to settle disputes between fellow Christians? So the first line is, I say this to your shame, and that's what I want to focus on. I want to say that we need to bring back um, that sense of shame, to throw away shame, to say, I'm not ashamed of anything, and you just run your mouth, do your life, do anything you like. It's dangerous. It's like you are running off a cliff. You're running off a cliff. Nothing can stop you. You are just in bed on. You have your own reasoning that's running in your mind, and then you just move in the wrong direction, and you don't care, and you have the rationality for it in your mind, and you just all good in your own self. And I'm not focused so much about the details of what this passage is saying, but just the idea. Said, I'm saying this to your shame. This action you've taken, just the idea that some things are shameful. Can we just get that? It's not just that they are sinful. It's not just that they are only sinful or wrong, but they are also shameful. Somebody may talk back to me and say, didn't the Bible say that there is therefore now no condemnation? We need to recognize that word condemnation is not an emotional word. It's a legal word that says my sins, the punishment, the judgment, the condemnation for my sin has been put on Christ, and therefore I don't have that condemnation. By one sacrifice, Christ has made perfect forever those who come to God through him. We know that is like, there's no argument about that. But that doesn't remove the idea of shame. When somebody communicates and carry on as if some things are not shameful, and they're just you can just do whatever you like, and then you should not have a feeling that this is shameful, that is wrong. That feeling, that is the conscience. And one thing that Paul says about conscience is that some people have pierced themselves with many sorrows. And he was talking about those who prioritized, talking about the love of money being the root of all evil. And said those who just are consumed by that have pierced themselves with many sorrows. He also talks in another place about people whose conscience are seared. There's something wrong. There's a twistedness. And he was talking to Christians, not just talking to random people. He was talking to Christians about some people whose conscience are seared. They can be laughing at shameful things. They can be mocking things that require soberness. We're supposed to be sober. We're supposed to be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary. These are the words of Peter. Because your adversary, the enemy, the devil, is going about like a roaring lion, looking for whom to devour. Resist him, steadfast in your faith. I'm just trying to draw a caution, a kind of thinking that communicates no shame. So what that means is that you can't self-correct. You're going to get into a situation that you cannot come back from, and you can't change, and it just goes on and on and on into more and more errors, because that conscience that self-regulates you, that tells you come back from that direction, is not there. I hope this has helped someone. God bless you. See you later.